Hello my friends, we are here on this bridge in a new trail. I just made it once a few months ago, and this will be more a hiking video than a bushcraft, even if as usual I will always make some bushcraft activity during it. The ground is really wet, so we will have a hard time using the hobo stove, I guess. I'm not sure if I will use that. The advantage of the hobo stove, of course, is that you use just a few sticks to cook, and also you don't need much preparation for the fire. The downside is that when the wood is really wet like this, it's not very easy to sustain the fire inside the hobo stove because of the small amount of heat that you can have inside the stove. So in the fire is easier. You just throw sticks inside the fire, and with no problem the fire will go on, while the hobo stoves, you have to nurse them a lot more. Anyway, I'm not planning to cook a lot. I will find some chestnut on the trail. I'm sure of it, because this trail is really inside a chestnut wood. So I will hit some chestnut along the way and cook them on the fire or on the hobo stove. We will see together. As you can see, my friends, the environment has changed a lot. I like to see that I'm in the middle of nowhere. Nobody's around, no city, no towns, no people. And that's the way I like it. Only my dog. This is the trail, and as you can see, it's really steep, and we have to get on the top of that hill up there in the middle of the clouds, as usual. I started this morning that I was thinking that it was a clear day, a sunny day. Instead I find that it's not so, but it's not a big deal anyway. I only hope that it doesn't rain, because I don't have the tarp or the poncho with me, and so it will be not a problem, but a complication of this trip. In cases like this, with this wet ground, the best option is to take branches from a tree, like that one, that pieces, and use them at least to start the fire. Then you can also grab what you find on the ground, but only after you have started the fire. Eventually you can also split the wood and some logs, but for me, and this is just my personal opinion, the use of the hobo stoves is for small pieces of wood. If you have to take so much time cutting the wood with the saw and then splitting the log to find dry material, dry wood, and use it with a hobo stove, you spend so much time to do that for me at that moment you should start a fire, and that's it, because it's easier, unless you have a different reason to use them, like if you are in a park where is forbidden the fire. But in other cases I use the stoves only for to be quick and to use much less wood with no effort at all. I will make my fire here, and even if it's full of leaves, dead leaves, I just clear the ground just a bit, because they are really wet ground. Also this can be useful, of course. I guess this time I will dig a small hole to use it to cook my chestnuts. Every time I remember, I always take with me a shovel like this. It's always useful. I know that you can always use a stick to dig, but believe me that with this is much easier and also faster. Now that I have made this small hole, I will use these branches, and also I have put many sticks, as you can see, inside it, so when the heat will be enough, they will start to burn. Also I will put this net made of Kevlar on it and cook my chestnut over it. So let's start. I have taken some dry material. Seems that today we have to work a bit to start this fire. In this season you have to work much harder. This is the worst season, I guess, because of course in summer it's much easier. Everyone can start a fire during summer. Sometimes is more difficult to prevent an accidental fire than to start one. But also during winter, when the snow has covered everything, you can find much dry stuff than during this season, full of moist. I could have, as I said, I could have split a bigger log and find dry material, but I don't want to waste too much time for the fire. I want to travel more today. I will also use my heat shield to create more heat around the fire. As you can see, I've used this net of Kevlar. You can buy it for a few bucks on a store. I will put the chestnuts up there. This is the idea. Anyway. See, this is the chestnuts. Tastes really good. You know what? That system happened not to work very well. So I will just put the chestnut inside the fire with no problem at all. They will cook very well anyway, as you can see. Yes, they are very hot. Just have to dig a bit to recover them. It tastes very good. You just make a small hole here to prevent the chestnut to explode. I really love chestnuts. As you can see, in this way you can cook your chestnut with no problem. As you can see, no trace of my passage, and this is the best way to stay in the forest, especially in this beautiful forest and environment full of colors of the autumn. Unfortunately, as you will notice, we are in the middle of the clouds, and so the gorgeous view that I promised you won't be an option I'm sorry guys, but that's what we got. But for me it's really good anyway. To be in the middle of the clouds is always beautiful for me. I feel like I'm in the sky. Sorry for my breath because it's really steep, but I almost get to the top. These I guess are the last steps to reach the top of this mountain, and I can tell you guys that it's not really an easy trail, but I enjoyed every step of it. As you can see, we are walking on the crest, on the ridge of the mountain for the last steps, and as I said, we are exactly in the middle of the clouds, and the trail, as you can see, is really narrow, you see, but it's really beautiful, and you can do it with no problem if you don't suffer from the heights. As usual, you have to forgive me for my English because it's not it's far from perfect. I can say, but I hope I can make myself understood. These logs down here, I wonder if someone has the same habit of mine, but I don't think so, because no, I don't think so. I don't think that's for a fire. Where's my dog is the exactly trail, even if has found a wild animal, but anyway, this is a trail. I don't want to bother you with all the trail, but for me this is special, so I wanted to share it, this part with you. I hope you like it. It's really particular and also weird in some way. Look at the trail, and they're also down there. From here you should have a wonderful view, but today, unfortunately, as I said, no view, just the clouds. But it's not easy to come up here, but I think that the view is a good reward, at least for me. Anyway, guys, look at this view. Well, guys, given that it's becoming dark, I guess that for this video it will be all. For me the trip is not over at all, but I'm sure that I will continue it with my headlamp, and so I hope you like the view anyway, even if the weather was not the best, and also we don't add many bushcraft activities. I hope you enjoyed the video and you liked it, and till the next time I wish you all the best. See you soon, my friends.